display arena. Today we've got some cracking displays for you, and I hope you're going to give the team some encouragement. Feel free to boo the RAF and the Army when they race against the Royal Navy, if you don't mind. Displays today, we've got some guys dressed in green, brought the Meccano set along, and they're going to give you a good demonstration shortly. After that, we've got some Royal Marines who are going to show you what it's like to beat each other up. Following that, we've got our young sea cadets who are going to come out with their field gun and show you what they can do. Later on, we'll then have a field gun display by the Royal Navy teams, so that's the time to give some plenty of encouragement and some cheering. We've also got some bands on today, and we've also got soprano giving us a bit of a sing-song later on today. So I hope you enjoy the afternoon. Thank you for coming down. I'll hand you over now to Warrant Officer Joe Sims from 75 Royal Engineers.
Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, just start off with some history about these guys and girls here that are going to do a lot of hard work. 75 Engineering Regiment, an Army Reserve unit numbering some 296 reserve personnel with a regular enhancement of 91 regular soldiers with a combined strength of 387 soldiers. 75 Engineering Regiment comes under the command of 8th Force Engineer Brigade. The regiment has a unique role within defence as we provide amphibious and logistic bridging, as you can see. Nobody else provides a wide water gap crossing in the British Army. We are the only Royal Engineer, commonly known as Sappers, based in the northwest of England. Our Army Reserve centres are based in Warrington, Cheshire, Birkenhead, Merseyside, Bellsworth, Manchester. The regimental headquarters, RSQ, is now well established in centre of barracks, Warrington, and commands under Cheshire Garrison. As you can tell, currently in service is the Medium Girder Overbridge, or MGOB, as you can see. This is a module bridging kit that is produced by Ferry Engineering and has been in service with the Royal Engineers since 1971, so it has seen a lot of action. The bridge set is a lightweight air portable. It can be airlifted basically, and in the 5-bay MGOB constructed today as a vehicle load capacity of a wheeled 100-ton track, 70 tons it can hold. Basically, the bridge itself is an overbridge, is a method of reinforcing an existing bridge that might have been damaged or simply not have the required carrying capacity. Covering craters or reinforced culverts, for example, a series of wedges are used to create a distinctive hump with limited deflection when carrying heavy vehicles. So then the MGOB is designed to be constructed by a single engineer field section, as you can see, in less than 30 minutes, and has been widely used extensively over operations worldwide. Section commanders in charge then. Okay, it's Corporal Ellis. Give us a wave, Ellis. Okay, 7 years, qualified gas fitter. Cool, go now. Give us a shake of hands, go now. He's 8 years. Okay, health and safety is his prime role out in civilian land. Okay, so we'll go on to the build sequence. The bank seat beam is placed in position on 2 pieces of central backing, as you can see. This keeps the beam clear of the ground and allows for the weight under load to be transferred down through each end of the beam as designed. Next thing comes the first bay of bridge formed by bridging panels connected the bank seat beam by locking banks and pins. It is sometimes quite difficult for them, but they've done well there. Once secured to the bank seat beam, you will be noticed each team on each side of the bridge places base plates under the recently installed bridging panels. This is to give ground clearance to fit the next series of panels and the first set of wedges. Next set of panels are brought in to form Bay 2, as you can see. At this point, it is worth mentioning that the MGOB is constructed back towards the home bank or friendly side of the site. As you can see from the build, it is quite technical. Okay, it's not just simply shoving it in, okay, but it heaving and lifting and working as a team. Now the weight to the end of bay 2 is taken by the team and the locking bolts between 1 and 2 are removed to allow the first set of wedges to be fitted. Once the wedges are in, the base plate moves to the end of bay 2. Bay 3 is fitted with locking bolts and pins and the base plate is moved. Most of these boys and girls are well qualified out on Civilian Street. We've got lawyers, surveyors, students from universities, quite well educated. Bay 4 is fitted. At this point you will see that the team will get their hands around one side of the bridge at a time. This is due to the fact that fatigue is now setting in. Each component weighs a shade under 200 kilograms. So each soldier will be lifting approximately 50 kilograms or 120 pounds in the old money. But also each side of the bridge weight is approximately weighing 800 kilograms.
This side. Hands on!
As you can see there, we've moved the base plate further back, okay, for position of the 5th bay. The last bay 5 is now brought in and fitted as normal. The base plate stays under bay 4 whilst the locking bolts are removed and the final set of wedges are fitted. As you can well see, this should be fitted well within 30 minutes. Has been used in operational areas as Afghanistan, Iraq, Bosnia, Kosovo. And as mentioned, can be airlifted in position by helicopter. Base plates are now being moved to bay 5 and the bank seat beam is brought in and fitted to the homes in. Again, 75mm packing to take pressure. This can take a couple of minutes due to the type of ground, the orientation of the beige itself. With effort and expertise, it goes, the final bank seat can go in. The bridge can be used not just for operations, but they do displays, not just for this, but around recruiting, different recruiting events all around the UK. We do displays for schools, colleges, for recruitment purposes. Naturally, these students do get their hands on, okay, guided by our sappers for the health and safety, as well to give them experience of building bridges and recruitment purposes. As you can tell, it takes a little bit of time to get the wedges put in. Sometimes the bridge can be affected with weather conditions. If it's hot or cold, it can expand. So sometimes you've got to bear with it when you get problems and just work on the problems. Okay. What they're doing now, because they can't get the bolts in, okay, and the wedges, they're going to use a counterlever method. As you can see, just bear with it. They're going to use this method because you can tell to break the bridge, we call it, to get the wedges in. Because of our boys and girls have practiced this rigorously, doing extra drill nights, okay, to make sure their drills are slick. Some things don't go to plan, but you just bear with it. As you can tell, they're almost there now. Got a sapper doing the old banging now. If it doesn't move, just jump on it and it goes in. Just give them a round of applause, that'll be great. So now they're moving on to the left-hand side of the bridge, okay, and they'll do the same. As I said, weather can affect it. Okay, well done. Okay, so you have to use other tactics, engineering tactics, to obviously come up with different ideas. Okay, so here we go. In the next, we have 7 home ramps coming in. They were brought in and fitted to the outside of the back seat beam, as you can tell. Each one of the teams will take control with one person shouting. Command and control is key, as you could get injured on this type of kit. With our bridging capability as well, no British Army can go without us. As we come up to a gap, okay, the engineers will be brought forward under the reconnaissance. Okay, we'll measure the gap and basically put in the bridge. When the bridge is secured, the engineers will move forward and secure it and let the whole British Army move on and move forward to move on to the next gap. Little fatigue is setting in with the guys because it is heavy equipment. If you want to show applause of hands, I'd be appreciated to get them going. Okay, now the ramp is set in, they'll move 4 beats of ramp, okay, to go ready to be moved in. Guided into the section commander, Corporal Ellis, show him a hand of applause. So next, the force lifts, okay, a decking panels will be brought in and placed in to form the roadway itself. It is quite key that they move quickly, and we need to get the bridge in as soon as possible. And again, one person will take control of each panel. It's important to have health and safety at all times, keeping the back straight, okay, keeping control of the panel is key. Okay, to do with our Tuesday night drill night training, okay, that could be weapon training, bridging, water supply, demolitions we cover. A variety of skills these girls and lads cover on Tuesday night training. Anytime you're thinking of sort of popping into our 107 Birkenhead TA Centre, please do it. If it goes to blind, as you can see, the bridge goes in quite fast, but we do get problems. The main thing with the bridge, if we get problems, do not rush it like any job. Find out the what's going wrong with it, and then just drop it in. Okay, under control. The final sort of couple of ramps are going in now. The Tuesday night training, we have PSI, permanent staff instructors, that look after the reserves, okay, and they're in there doing all the day work, the admin work for the reserves, okay, because obviously we can't move without them overlooking our training. So it's not just the reserves turning up on a Tuesday night and weekend training, we have regular PSIs that look after us. Okay, fatigue is setting in, obviously, as you can see. Last four decking pieces in. Just get behind him now. Big round of applause.
That's right, it's got to go down the other side.
With fatigue setting in, okay, we might take things a little bit slower so we don't get our soldiers injured, but as you can tell, fatigue is setting in, so get behind them again. The average age we've got here is from 18 years old right up to 50 almost. So you're never ever too old to sort of join the reserves. If you think about it, just ask about joining us. So with the decking of the last 7 ramps coming in and brought in and placed on the far bank, okay, which I'm standing on the enemy side. Obviously they're nearly there but not quite finished. So get a round of applause, let's get them going because they're slowing up. Watch your foot. As you can see, court left stands quite back, so you can see to the protection of these men. Okay, last 3 ramps going in.
Come on, guys!
Well, let's get the round of applause. Let's get him going. Let's get him going. Then what we have now, finally, we've got the 10 curved pieces are brought in and placed on top of each panel to stop the tanks driving off the edge of the bridge. And when the last curve is in place, back to the home bank and lined up for the next task. As you can tell, these sort of curves sort of hook on, okay, they're quite easily fitted. What we need to watch is make sure they are hooked on before we let go, because we have experienced them dropping into the water. Sometimes we've had to send sappers into the water to recover them. But probably the most important part of the bridge is the curbing. Okay, when it's all built, we always have one of the sappers on guiding the vehicles over the bridge, so the vehicles, tanks, whatever, will not hit the bridge as hard as they want. They've got to be guided over by the sappers. The last thing we want is a tank driving up them braking. Give them a round of applause. Just at the timings there, okay? Remember, they've got 30 minutes to get it in the books, and these ladies and gents did it in 17 and a half minutes. Just give them a round of applause. Again, if you wish to sort of lock into the Royal Engineers, we're at Birkenhead, Manchester, Warrington. If you're keen to sort of have a look at what we do, please pop in and join us.